To set up your quick check nitrogen purity sensor, first you want to do is open your sensor input to atmosphere. Basically, I've removed the tube that would normally go to my APS, which gives us our sample from the pipe system to the nitrogen purity sensor. When I open this to atmosphere and let this settle for a few minutes, typically you'll probably want to open the door on that and just kind of let it air out, get atmosphere back into it. You should be reading 79.1% oxygen. Very simply, we're going to take a 1% gas here that is a certified gas. It's rated at 1% oxygen. We're going to put this into the purity sensor and we're going to set this up to 1% to verify it. Now, first thing we want to do is hit menu. Oxygen sensor calibration. It'll show your current reading, and I can put an offset in there. That is a very simple calibration. To do an advanced calibration, you hit F2 and F4. This is what's called a 2-point calibration. So right now, Y1 is 20.9%. That is atmosphere. That's how much oxygen is in the atmosphere. My current digital raw value is 1096. So if I go into X1, put in 10, .1096 and hit enter. Now I'm set up exactly at atmosphere of 20.9 and 1096. My Y2 value, I'm going to put in what's coming out of this bottle and what the digital raw value is when that bottle is settled down. That's going to allow the Quick Checks PLC to correctly calibrate the slope and the intercept within itself. You can see the digital raw value dropping down. You can see my original, I put in 1.04 and 83 on the digital raw value. I'm using a 1% solution of oxygen, so I'm going to put 1. And as soon as this thing settles down, then we'll put the digital raw value in there. Okay, now that my digital raw value is settled down, I'm going to take that value, which is 80, stick it in my X value here. Oops. So now, with a 1% oxygen content and a digital raw value of 80 on my Y2 and my X2, if I go back to my front screen, I'm showing 99% nitrogen because I got 1% oxygen, 99% nitrogen. Again, just use a certified bottle of oxygen between 1 and 10%. The balance of the bottle should be nitrogen. Typically you can buy those at a local welding store, any kind of gas supplier. If you ask them for a certified bottle of gas, they can generally give you a certificate with a small bottle. And you're only going to use maybe 2 to 4 CFH going through this, so one bottle will last you for potentially a year or two, even if you're consistently doing this on a monthly basis. Again, all you do is go into your O2 calibration, hit F2, F4. This is a 2-point calibration, 20.9% oxygen in atmosphere. That was my digital raw value. 1% was my test gas. I was having 80. I'm between 80 and 78 right now. Click those in, hit exit, and you're calibrated.